morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the last part of Biology 1022. You've made it to the end if you've made it this far. Congratulations. Another 25 minutes and you will be free of these horrible videos. I hope you guys are doing all right. As always, please stop the videos there. When you need to. There are lots of embedded videos within here that are imperative to watch. So to no further ado, let's get all this moving, shall we? Week 13, reproduction, and we're going to focus on the male anatomy. Reproductive overview, as you will remember there from the last slide, this should look kind of familiar. Primary role of reproductive system is to produce haploid gametes, right? Our DNA is diploid, haploid gametes. It's the whole reason why two parents can have 4 children and they look nothing like each other, right? It's all genetic variability, moving the DNA around, crossing over, as you'll remember there from Biology 1021. So that is meiosis. Production of gametes is called gametogenesis. For sperm, it's spermatogenesis there. Involves meiosis, where diploid germ cells go through 2 cell divisions to create haploid gametes with 23 chromosomes, half. Spermatozoa and ova occurs in the gonads, testes, and the ovaries. In males, spermatogenesis. In females, oogenesis, regulated by steroid hormones, testosterone, estrogen, and progesterone, which we covered fairly thoroughly there in the week 13 XX video. Haploid gametes are produced through meiosis. Okay, haploid gametes are the egg and sperm that contain 23 chromosomes in humans. Germ cells that undergo meiosis are diploid, 46, 2N. Gametogenesis occurs in the gonads, testes, and the ovaries. Yeah, this video is not too bad. It's a lot less intense because we covered everything there on the female side of week 13. Male reproductive system here, we're looking at the testes and the spermatic ducts. Okay, the testes, they produce the sperm and testosterone. There's also a blood-testis barrier, okay, as similar there to the blood-brain barrier, where the blood doesn't get to the brain, the blood doesn't get near the testes as well. It's just an added safeguard because blood is important, we need it, but can also be a source of disease, right? Just an evolutionary trait, which, you know, the brain, I can totally see the blood-brain barrier there, but why it just shows the importance of the testes in this whole situation there, because they are further removed from the blood in the same fashion as the brain is. Interesting. Accessory glands that we'll talk about seminal vesicles, prostate gland, bulbourethral glands. These guys here, they secrete the semen, which assists in the movement of sperm. Supporting structures, the scrotum and the penis. Passageway there for ejaculation of semen, excretion of urine. And you'll see the pathway right here. There's the testes, and we're moving into the epididymis. This is only 1/2 because there's 2 testes, so there'll be 2 epididymises. Epididymi. Interesting. So there's your epididymis, which changes there into the vas deferens. Okay, comes along here. Okay, turns into the ejaculatory duct. We'll have better pictures there as we go. We're just doing a general pathway here, and then on to the urethra. Okay, just another shot here. Okay, there's the scrotum, testes, epididymis, changes into the vas deferens, comes in and around. There's the ureter and the bladder. Okay, you'll see the ureter. Okay, connects there to the urethra. There's the penis itself. Okay, there's your seminal vesicle, ejaculatory duct, prostate gland, bulbourethral, right in here. Prostate gland, be careful. That's a sign. Can become cancerous. Okay, we'll get to that there later. Just an anterior shot of the same thing. Okay, everything is all there. Have a look at it. Perfect. Sexual reproduction requires 2 parent organisms, a male and a female. New mixture of genes in each offspring increases variety. It goes back to that genetic variability where the same 2 parents can have 4 children who look nothing like each other. Genetic variability to keep our children safe and keep our species moving in the right direction, making it more likely some will survive and carry on the reproductive line. Perfect. Asexual reproduction requires only one parent organism. Reproductive systems, they produce cells for offspring and regulate hormones for development of secondary sex characteristics. Puberty marks the beginning of sexual maturity and ability to reproduce. Okay. Here's the scrotum, which holds the scrotum. This is your scrotum here. Okay. And holds the testes. Okay. Scrotal cavity divided by septums to form two sacs, one for each testy. Skin, fascia, smooth muscle contract and relax in response to external temperature. The main reason there that the testes are outside of the body is for sperm production. They require a couple of degrees cooler. Okay. The testes themselves here, you'll see what's going on. Okay, so you'll see the pathway for sperm. Okay, seminiferous tubules, retitesti, efferent ductules, epididymis, and vas deferens. And we're kind of taking slices and pieces here, but you'll see the interior here. These are your seminiferous tubules. Okay, this is where the sperm is stored. Okay, moving on outside there to the retitesti on the outside. Okay, and then we move into the efferent ductules. Okay, and eventually to the epididymis, which changes there into the vas deferens. Okay, and that takes us to, I'm just trying to go back to this slide right here. You'll see how it all goes, right? There's your vas deferens. So that previous slide we just looked at took us right to about here. It didn't include the back end of the circuit here. Okay? Okay, good stuff. The testes there, they're bilobed. They sit in the scrotum, divided into lobules there. These seminiferous tubules in each lobule contain the spermatogenetic cells there that produce the sperm. Okay, there's your seminiferous tubules. There's houses the sperm. Spermatogenesis, production of mature male gametes, spermatozoa by the seminiferous tubules. Testosterone, major androgen in humans. Steroid hormone produced by the interstitial cells. Okay. Functions of the testosterone: sperm development, primary sex characteristics, maturation, enlargement of the penis and testes. Secondary sex characteristics: hair, deeper voice, skin thickens, darkens, male physique develops. Helps regulate metabolism, stimulates protein anabolism for sure. Stimulates bone growth and promotes closure of the epiphysis. Plays a role in fluid and electrolyte balance as well. Okay. There are two types of cells there. I want you guys to know. Oh, I hope everyone's all right. So here we've got spermatogenesis. Yep, that's a loud siren for sure. And again, our location here is the seminiferous tubules. Okay, and this is where we are, right in here, right? So, where was my slide now? There we go. What we've got here now is we've got the Sertoli cells and the interstitial Leydig cells. These ones here produce, there's your testosterone, right? We just spoke about that there. All right, so your Leydig cells are what we call your interstitial cells. Okay, these ones here interstitial in between. Okay, these ones here are producing the testosterone. Okay, but then you have these Sertoli cells, which I have some real electron micrographs that I'll show you. These Sertoli cells, syncytial, these ones here, this is the blood testis barrier. Okay, no blood gets through. The body deems these very, very important, so protects them there from the blood itself. Okay, supports spermatogenesis, produces androgen-binding protein, stimulated there by follicle-stimulating hormone. Again, the same hormones involved in females are involved with men. Okay, produces inhibin, which we'll show you that there in a bit. Phagocyze improperly formed sperm. So sperm there that aren't up to the snuff, they get the chomp, chomp, chomp. Okay, they get degraded and made into more sperm there. Just showing you here some interstitial Leydig cells there. Okay, you'll see here and denoted in L. There's one there, another one there. Spermatogenic cells there can be identified in the walls as seminiferous tubules. Okay, and have a look at those. There are some Leydig cells for you. Sustentaculars, Sertoli cells support and regulate sperm production function of the testes, secrete inhibin, which inhibits production of gonadotropin releasing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. So this one here turns these two guys off. Well, I'll show you there. I have a good little slide that shows you all the negative feedback that goes on. Produce antigen binding proteins there which bind to testosterone to make it more soluble. And there's your blood testis barrier. Okay, Sertoli cells. And just a shot there. Okay, these are it right in here. You can see them right here, known by their other name. Okay, sustentacular, Sertoli cells there. The Sertoli cells within the seminiferous tubule walls are columnar and shaped, extending from the basement membrane to the lumen in the tubule. Spermatids can be seen attached to the luminal surface of the Sertoli cells. You can see them all in here. Okay, and we'll show you this there in kind of cartoonish fashion. Okay, there are your Leydig cells. Okay, there you're producing your testosterone. They're outside of all this. Here are your Sertoli cells in here, and here's your spermatogonium here, primary spermicide there. Okay, 2N, and it divides once, divides again. So you get these 4 spermatids, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, completely, the DNA in them is completely different. Well, I shouldn't say completely. It's your DNA, but it's all different. So they will produce 4 completely different offspring. Okay, and there are the sperm cells there, which you can kind of relate to what's happening here. See, moving out towards the inner tubule right here. Okay, and that's what's going on here. Lumen of the seminiferous tubule out here. So we're moving in this direction, and according to the electron micrograph, we're moving this direction here. You can see the similarities. Good. If you had forgotten meiosis, I'm not going to go heavy into meiosis. That was Bio 1021, but just the whole idea there. There's your primary spermicide, 46 chromosomes. First meiotic division, second meiotic division. There are your 4 spermatids there that you see right here from 1 to 1, 2, 3, 4. You remember there when you're talking XX with the female, 3 of those will be polar bodies while 1 of them will be, good to go. Okay. This is the short slide here, just an addition. Okay, so it's not too bad. Here is the shot of a typical sperm. It's broken up into the 3 parts there. You have the head, which contains the nucleus there with the 23 chromosomes. Okay, and you'll see on the outside of the head, you have the acrosome. Okay, this one here is able to penetrate the membrane there of the egg itself and puncture through. Okay, there you have the mid piece in the middle. Okay, contains a mitochondria that produces ATP. You'll notice there the sperm also have fructose, their own food source to get them moving, and mitochondria to keep the engines moving. And then lastly there you have the tail, also known as a flagellum there, that propels the sperm. Easy peasy, nothing too crazy there. The little bit of accessory glands here, what secretes semen, okay, and assists in the movement of the sperm. Here we're going to deal with the seminal vesicles, okay, you'll see them all in here. The prostate gland and the bulbourethral gland, okay, seminal vesicles in here, prostate, and your bulbourethral gland. The seminal vesicles join the vas deferens at the ejaculatory duct. So this is where we're at here. I just want to see what slide I'm on, 21, and just go back to this one here. So here we are. We're into this area right in here. Okay, seminal vesicles. Okay, we're into the tail end of the whole structure here. Yes, there we go. So the seminal vesicles, they join the vas deferens there at the ejaculatory duct. There's the ejaculatory duct. Okay, seminal vesicles right in here. They secrete a solution that is alkaline, which helps neutralize and protect sperm there from the acidic male urethra. Urine is slightly acidic, okay, so before the semen is able to pass through the area, it needs to be neutralized. The whole area needs to be neutralized, okay, and that's the help of this alkaline solution. Has a high concentration of fructose, which the sperm use for ATP production, okay. Contains prostaglandins there, contribute to the sperm mobility and contract smooth muscle in the penis, and actually has an effect on the female reproductive tract to move that sperm deeper and deeper into the female genitalia. Prostate gland, here we're talking about prostatic fluid mixes there with the sperm. Mix of the fluid causes the sperm to move. Citric acid is involved in ATP production. The prostate-specific antigens, or all PSAs, help sperm enter the cervix. There you go. Bulbourethral gland, right in here. Okay, we got the located inferior to the prostate on either side of the urethra. The erect penis stimulates the release of an alkaline substance into the urethra, neutralizes prior to ejaculation, and mucus there to lubricate the end of the penis for insertion, okay, for intercourse there. And here is a nice little negative feedback loop, okay. When we're talking about the testes, there's your follicle stimulating hormone, stimulates seminiferous tubules to produce sperm. Similar function there when you're talking FSH in females, when you're talking about egg production. Luteinizing hormone, interstitial cells, Leydig. Okay, so we have what we call interstitial cell stimulating hormone. Interstitial cell stimulating hormone. Here we're talking about the Leydig cells here. Stimulates interstitial cells to secrete testosterone. And you'll see there, hypothalamus, GnRH, okay, tells the anterior pituitary to release these, FSH and LH, and testosterone turns it all off. Okay, so there's your negative feedback. And this is a nice one here as well. There's your GnRH there by the hypothalamus. Signals there to pituitary to produce FSH and LH, which I'm not doing anything different than what I'm doing right here. Okay, it's the same kind of shot, just a different detail. Okay, so your follicle stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone come on down. Okay, they stimulate meiosis, okay, in primary spermatocytes to form immature sperm cells. FSH stimulates secretion of inhibin by supporting cells, so there's your inhibin there, gets produced on the other side. LH stimulates interstitial cells to secrete testosterone, right? Nothing changed there. So then on the back side now, inhibin is produced. There's your testosterone is produced, which turns everything off when amounts get higher. Okay, and the testosterone also is involved in the secondary male characteristics as well. And the last slide, okay, when we're talking about male reproduction here, and I just wanted to mention this there because this is a fairly common type of cancer in males and quite deadly. Okay, it's one of the most common types of cancer in men. It's not really clear what causes it. And as with any type of medicine, it has to be preventative. You have to stay on your own health. You have to take care of your own health. You have to know what's going on. Get checked regularly. Okay, it's the only way to beat some of these cancers. It begins when some cells in your prostate become abnormal. Mutations in the abnormal cell's DNA cause the cells to grow and divide rapidly, more rapidly than other cells do. And we all know a tumor that can grow, it invades nearby tissues, starving the other tissues, and grows out of control. Okay, so that's all we're looking for. Please, if you haven't seen the female reproductive PowerPoint video, please make sure to scoot on over to that. It'll be located in the same folder in the week 13. But other than that, that is the end of the course. We'll see you guys all on the exam day. Take care. Congratulations.